Kate, I heard about that. It's great. I'm so proud of you.
Dad, you're too loud. What's going on all of a sudden?
I can't believe you passed such a difficult exam. I'm so happy.
Why, you're so excited. Don't call me just to say that. You're annoying me.
Come on, don't be like that. I'm sure you're happy too, aren't you, Kate? I'm thinking of celebrating that today. It's a good idea, isn't it?
Oh, well, do whatever you want. I don't care.
Don't be so cold. Tell me how you want us to celebrate.
I said you can just do whatever you want. You're really grossing me out. It's bothersome.
Hey, why are you saying that? I was thinking about you.
If you were thinking about me, you wouldn't say that, would you? You're being pushy. You're just trying to congratulate me, but in the end, you just want to feel good about yourself, right?
That's not true. We don't have much time to talk together as a family these days. I think that's a problem. So I'd like to have a family dinner for celebration.
Jeez, I shouldn't have talked to you.
Don't you think that we should have a celebration, Kate?
I've told you that it's imposing. Everyone has their own interpretation about family. It's really annoying. Stop forcing your idealism on me, Dad.
I need to talk to you, Helen. Is this a good time?
You're just in time. I need to talk to you too.
What's up?
You go first.
No, you first.
That's what's so bothersome about you. Since you came to me, you should be the one who talked first. Anyway, I think you should apologize first. Well, I'm ready to listen to you now.
Apologize? Why should I do that?
Who needs to apologize except you? I thought you were going to let me tell Kate that you were sorry because it's hard for you to apologize directly to her.
Huh? Sorry, I don't get it. What are you talking about? Did I do something wrong?
Ugh, I can't believe it. You don't even feel guilty, Brad.
I really have no idea about what you are talking about.
You're seriously insensitive. Kate was right about you.
What? Kate told you that?
You had a fight with Kate yesterday, didn't you? She said she passed the exam and you were holding her back.
I didn't mean to do so. I just wanted to congratulate her. Besides, I thought it wasn't good for us to have less family time. I wanted to have dinner with everyone.
You don't think you did anything wrong?
No, but if I offended Kate, maybe I didn't say it right. But you agree that it's not good, right? Kate will soon have to think about her career path. I was wondering if you could help me with that too.
Is that why you contacted me? What a nonsense.
I know, but...
Well, can you do me a favor then?
Yeah, sure. How can I help you?
I'm thinking to take some lessons from next week.
What? That's a little...
Why?
Because we won't be able to have time together if you do that.
Oh, yeah, family time.
I'm sorry, but why did you say that all of a sudden?
I wanted a change in my life. It's a stress reliever. I get choked up every day with the routines.
I understand how you feel, but Kate is working hard too. It's just a little more patience. Let's all work together as a family, okay?
Speaking about that, Kate will be attending the lessons with me.
Seriously? I thought you said you wanted her to focus on her exams.
That's right, but we need to give her a break once in a while.
Relaxation is important, but having her take lessons is just...
Isn't that why you got into a fight? You don't understand how Kate feels.
Why did you say that?
You only care about yourself. Have you ever thought about Kate's feelings? You are different with me and Kate.
We're Kate's parents, Helen. We let her study hard, then get into a famous university to study about what she desires. After that, she can get a job at the company she wants to work for. Isn't that the happiest thing in the world?
Sure, if she could live like that, she might be happy. But in fact, she isn't. Poor Kate. You can understand that when you see me, right?
I don't think so.
I'm saying that if you keep doing what you're doing now, Kate won't be able to make her own decision for her future.
Huh? What the heck is that?
Are you pretending you don't understand, or are you really just being dull? You'll never understand about how Kate feels when she is deprived of her future freedom.
Hey, can you explain it to me in detail so I can understand? I'll try to fix what I did wrong. I can't fix it if I don't know what caused it.
You're just like my scumbag parents. I can't entrust Kate to someone who doesn't even notice when he's told. I'll take care of Kate by myself from now on.
Hold on a sec. Helen, you're out every night. Where are you going?
Don't worry, it's none of your business. By the way, you have a job to prepare some money.
What money? All of a sudden, you want me to get you some money?
For heaven's sake, Brad, are you having a short-term memory loss? It's for the lessons I told you last time.
We agreed that we'd put up with it, remember?
No, I changed my mind. I've been going along with your selfishness until now. I can't take it anymore. The stress is driving me crazy. You wouldn't understand anyway, would you?
Okay, I got it. Calm down, please. It's my fault, right? I'll give you the money. Will you forgive me?
Why don't you understand me after what I've said to you? It's not about forgiveness.
What is it about then? I'm sorry, you didn't explain to me about that, so I still don't understand.
Are you telling me that you won't understand unless I explain it to you word by word?
Well, of course, I'm not a psychic, so I can't read your mind. Even though we are family, there are some things I still can't understand unless you tell me.
That's your own lack of understanding. What a self-centered person you are. If you'd had a decent amount of experience in life, you should be able to think about other people's feelings.
That may be true, but...
If you can't do that, why don't we just get a divorce? What are you going to do? I'm fine with it anyway.
Divorce? That's such a big deal. Calm down a bit, will you?
I'm calm. You're the one who's panicking.
Please, sweetheart, tell me what's wrong with you.
And if I tell you, what are you gonna do for me?
Well, I'll do anything.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't trust you.
Please, I'm just trying to protect my family.
Well, if you don't keep your promise, my dad's just gonna fire your dad. Anyway, I don't know how your dad ended up working at my dad's company.
Please, don't do that.
That's enough. I'm divorcing you. Get out of here as soon as possible.
That's too much. Why are you pushing me like this?
I don't know. Well, let me ask you something then. Have you ever thought about the life of a company president's daughter?
Huh? What are you trying to say?
My parents made me marry someone I'm not in love with. I was raised as someone who would only produce an heir, and I don't have a life of my own. On top of that, you have no heart, but you demand it from others. My daughter Kate is going the same way as me. Do you think you're in a position to play the victim? I'm the victim here.
Don't say that.
Come on. What do you think? You are free to say something to refute what I'm saying. You still don't get it even after I've told you this much. Then let's go to the hospital. Let's have your dullness disease examined.
Stop it. I got it already.
Tell me what you think then.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for what? A mealy-mouthed apology is meaningless.
It's just...
If you don't explain yourself, your dad will be fired.
I'm sorry that I didn't think about your feelings.
Well done. You did a great job. You're going to pay for what you've done. First of all, it's about the lessons.
Yes, I'll pay for it if it will make you happy.
No kidding. That's very sweet of you. Well, I'll add some fees for the beauty spa too then.
What? Beauty spa?
Yes. Any complaints? No, right?
Not at all. How much money do you need for the beauty spa and lessons?
Let's see. $1,500.
It's very expensive.
Well, of course it is. I won't be taking cheap lessons and visiting cheap beauty spa. I'm telling you, that fee is only for one person.
I can't afford that much money. You know how much my salary is, right?
Then you'll have to fire me.
I can't fire you, so just let me pay for you.
Let me pay for you? What's with that tone? Who the heck do you think you are?
I'm sorry, I'll do as you say.
You should. The admission fees and the things you need to prepare for the lessons. I've already paid some of them, so you'll have to pay me back.
Seriously? You already paid for those?
If I follow your selfishness, I'll have to wait for the rest of my life. I'm a woman who acts quickly.
Okay then, I'll do my best to get the money to you.
Oh, you're so sweet. I wonder if you've changed your mind. I'm counting on you then. Hey, scumbag! Pick me up at the station as soon as you can. For every 10 minutes you're late, there's a $100 penalty. Let's start the count.
I'm at work. Don't ask me to do that. Ask your mom to pick you up.
Oh, looks like you've got some nerve. Don't forget that me and Mom are at the same side.
I'm busy. I don't have time to play around. If it's not urgent, don't call me.
9 more minutes and $100 more. Are you with a woman other than Mom by any chance? That's terrible. I'll let Mom know about this. She'll scold you.
No way.
Then come and pick me up then. I'm the daughter of the company president. Didn't Mom tell you to keep that fact in your mind?
I can't do it right now. Can you wait a little longer?
No problem. I'm a nice person anyway.
Thank you.
But you'll have to pay more for the extension fee.
No way. Give me a break.
Excuse me? Mom told me a lot about you, but you show no remorse. You still don't understand how others feel.
I'm sorry, I'll pick you up. I'm leaving my office soon. Just wait a little longer. Hey, where are you?
I'm already at home.
What?
I told you, didn't I? I'm being nice. Well, I felt sorry for the extension fee, so I had Mom pick me up. You just need to give me $500.
There's no way I'm going to pay for that. Don't be absurd. Besides, you were really at home the whole day, weren't you?
Huh? Of course not.
I just checked your location, and it says you were at home the whole day.
I can't believe you just did that. That's scary. You're stalking me. I'm going to tell Mom.
What do you think you're doing, Brad? Well, that's my line.
Don't you get it? You're really useless. Well, tell your dad to search for another job, Dan. Oh, you need to prepare more money anyway. If you refuse, you know what will happen. Do you understand me?
How much do you need?
$1,500.
Okay, I'll get it for you. I'm getting tired of this.
That's a good decision. You should have done that from the beginning.
I need to talk to you.
I beg your pardon? You're being cheeky. You know what will happen if you say something nasty to me, don't you?
Yeah, I know. It's just that starting next month, I'm getting transferred.
Oh well, that's none of my business. Well, since it's you, I guess you're not well liked by everyone at your workplace.
You're wrong. Anyway, we'll be living separately for a while.
Yay! We should celebrate that.
What?
I'm really glad you'll go so far away from me. You know, Kate and I were getting so frustrated just having you at home. From now on, me and Kate are going to have our family time together. I'm so happy. I can't help but grin at you.
Yeah, whatever. Both of you don't even think of me as a family.
You just realize that now? I'm surprised.
You're the one who hasn't noticed. If we separate, that means I won't be able to pay for your lessons and stuff.
You're not going to transfer the money? You're kidding me again.
What? You're working too, so you'll just have to deal with that by yourself. I need money to live at where I'm transferred. I can't afford your selfishness. I have a life too.
You're not the one who forced me to be selfish first. I've had enough. If you insist, let's get a divorce then.
It's a good opportunity. Let's do it. I think that's the best thing for us.
I'll get the custody of Kate.
I won't let you do that.
I told you, I won't listen to your selfishness anymore. What's the big deal? If I leave it to you, Kate's future will be ruined.
I feel sorry for her, but I'll let her decide.
Of course she's gonna choose me. I don't think there's any advantages for her if she chose to go with you. I don't want you to come back from where you're transferred. I never want to see your face again.
What about my dad's job at the company then?
Oh, you mentioned that too. I forgot.
Are you going to fire him?
I lied about that, of course. You can see how smart I am, can't you?
I'm so relieved to hear that. Well then, I'll give you custody of Kate. I'll have to check with Kate first though.
Well, our house is so comfortable now without noisy insect like you.
Well, that's good to hear. By the way, did you quit your lessons?
Of course not.
What about the money? Are you making a good living?
You forgot that I'm the company president's daughter, right?
So what?
That there are plenty of people who can take your place.
What do you mean? Are you telling me that you've been having an affair?
Of course not. My dad set me up on a blind date right after I filed for divorce. That's my dad. Well, unfortunately, I can't remarry soon due to the restrictions.
I see. What does Kate say about the guy? Does she approve?
Nothing in particular.
I don't think Kate will approve.
You just can't get your feelings straight, can you? Time will tell.
You really think so? And you're sure you're okay with this new partner of yours?
You have no reason to worry about me. I'm not your wife anymore, and you're being petty. If you keep talking to me, I'm gonna sue you for stalking.
Oh, come on. That's not gonna happen. You're the one who contacted me.
Hey, what's going on? Your father just suddenly quit his job. I didn't have anything to do with it. He also seemed to have a huge fight with my dad. What's going on? Can you explain? You must have known something.
Yeah, I do. I told my dad about your affair. I didn't expect my dad to quit his job.
What? Adultery? Your dad quit his job just because he trusted that lie?
I wonder if it's a lie. I've got the proper proof. I even checked with your dad. He said he didn't do any matchmaking after the divorce.
So what? You shouldn't have sneaked around like that. There's plenty of opportunities for me to meet new guys without anyone's help.
Well, you just said that by yourself. I wonder who's your new guy.
What?
Well, no matter how many lies and excuses you tried to make up, you won't get away with it. Did you really think I was going to be transferred?
You said that to me anyway.
I made it easy for you to bring the guy you're having an affair with into the house. I intentionally made it easier for you to get divorced. If I leave the house, even temporarily, you'd think that's the chance to get a divorce.
What the hell? That's what this is about? Bullshit. You've got it all wrong. I was planning on getting a divorce even if you didn't get transferred.
I see. So, do you let Kate continue her lessons?
We don't have the money. My life has been set before I was born, and I've never had any freedom. But I've given Kate all the freedom until now. It's unfair that Kate has her reasons and I don't, isn't it?
That's why you make Kate quit her lessons and do whatever you want? You're just using Kate to make up for the time you've been deprived of.
That's the way you say it. You still sound as if you were the boss of the house. What a pathetic guy you are.
I see. I feel safer suing you now that I hear what you said to me.
I don't think you can do that. You know what? You need proof to sue me. And first of all, can you afford the attorney's fees? You have no money, right?
I've plenty of money. Didn't you understand? You don't know what you're doing. Before the divorce, you were staring at my plane ticket, weren't you?
What's with that?
Let me show you one more time.
What's so special about this?
You don't seem to get it. I'm surprised a nice, well-brought-up young lady doesn't get it. At least Kate understood. Why don't you ask her?
No kidding. That was a first-class ticket. No, I mean, there's no way you could raise that much money in such a short period of time. Of course it's fake. Stop trying to look good.
That's what Kate said too. To tell you the truth, I was studying investment. You wouldn't believe me if I told you that, would you? But when I showed you this, you believed me right away.
Did you take this picture?
It's a nice picture, isn't it? Well, it's a view you'll never get. And this one?
What's this? You! What are you doing? You're disgusting! You stalker! I'm gonna sue you!
Cut it off, will you? I had a detective take those pictures. Detectives are great.
Shut up! I'm not gonna let you get away with this.
I see. Well, let's have Kate take a look at this conversation, shall we? Let's have her make an impartial judgment. Yes, not only Kate, but also our dads.
Wait!
Well, of course, you can pay for the alimony and stuff, right? You have a future husband who will pay for it. That's the case if he's still willing to stay by your side until the day of your marriage. I requested alimony from my wife with all the evidence I had, including the photos taken by the detective and the testimonies of both of our dads. My wife had been seeing a man other than me before the divorce, and her dad admitted that. My wife's adulterous partner had borrowed a lot of money in order to win her heart. But as soon as he found out that my wife's alimony was too expensive to pay, he evaporated. Kate has been transferred from her current private high school to a prefectural high school for financial reasons. I certainly have some sympathy for my wife's situation, since she needs to work all day, all night, just to pay for the alimony. It seems that my wife didn't love me as a husband, and I was just a sandbag to release her stress. I think I had no choice this time to stop my wife from crossing the line. My dad is currently working for a company owned by a classmate of mine. My dad has always been my wife's dad's right-hand man, so he told me that his current work is refreshing and he enjoys it a lot. I'm now living a good life. I remodeled my parents' house and I'm going to buy a condo with the large sum of money I got from the profit of selling stocks.
Patricia, I heard from Aaron that you've decided where you're going for your honeymoon. Valerie, I was going to tell you that later. That's right, we've decided to go to Florida. We don't like to spend long hours inside a plane, so Florida's the best place for us. We have plenty of time to do some sightseeing when we arrive there. That's great. I have a week back, so I can't stay on the plane for a long time. Good choice, Patricia. Thanks for picking a place close by. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to try marine sports. That sounds fun, doesn't it? I've only seen them on TV, so I've always wanted to try it. Oh, I see. By the way, Valerie, are you planning to go to Florida with your friends? Of course not. I was thinking of going with you and Aaron. I thought you guys would be okay with it. Is that a bad idea? Together? But me and Aaron are going for a honeymoon. I don't think it's a problem. It will be just the three of us in the new house anyway. Wouldn't it be nice to take a trip to get to know each other? It will be a great memory. Besides, you know what? I hear that honeymoons often lead to fights. And when that happens, I'll be on your side to mediate. You can rely on me. Haha, that's very nice of you. Anyway, does Aaron know that you're coming with us? Not yet. He's about to find out. Well, there's no reason to say no. Oh, I see. I understand. You don't want to travel with me, Patricia? Looks like your voice sounds unexcited. No, it's just that this time it's not a family trip but a honeymoon. Usually couples go by themselves, right? I had never heard of a family member participating in a honeymoon trip, so I didn't know how to react. Patricia, you are surprisingly old-fashioned, aren't you? It's more fun to travel with many people. We will be a family of 3 from now on, so let's get along. I got it. Oh, excuse me. I've got a customer on the phone. I'm going back to work. Oh dear, I'm sorry that I disturbed you. Good luck with your work. I'll look into the tourism-related information of Florida, so leave it to me. I have plenty of time to do that. Hey Aaron, did you know that your mother wants to go with us on our honeymoon?
Yeah, I know about that. I just got a call from my mom out of the blue too. She's so excited in going that I'm so confused. I told her that I didn't want her to be on the honeymoon with us.
Well, you did a great job.
I tried several times to tell her no, but she's really looking forward to it. And if I told her outright, I'll make her sad. Mom has never been on a vacation like this before. She's never been on a trip, let alone abroad. And it's like a dream come true for her. She's always worked so hard to raise me.
I understand what you're saying, but it's a honeymoon. A trip for just the two of us to get to know each other, right? Do you want me to goof off in front of your mother? I can't do that.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, but can you let my mom go with us this time? After we get back from this trip, let's go on a trip for just the two of us, okay? Maybe we can stay at a luxury hotel and relax there. What do you think?
Does that mean you're going to prioritize your mother than our sweet honeymoon trip?
It's not like that, but would you understand?
I appreciate and respect your mother for raising you by herself. It's absolutely amazing, isn't it? But we can't take care of your mother while going for a honeymoon trip. It doesn't make any sense at all. This time, I'll let your mother join our honeymoon trip. But if something like this happens in the future, I won't forgive you.
I understand. Just this once. Thank you.
Don't forget that we're going on another honeymoon trip when we get back.
Don't worry. I won't forget.
Hasn't your mother come out of her room yet? She was so excited that she asked me to go with her to the souvenir shop before we catch our plane.
I know, but she didn't answer when I went to her room and I haven't been able to get in touch with her.
Are you sure that she's okay? Did she collapse in her room or something?
I don't think so. Yesterday she was doing just fine.
I'm worried about your mother, so I'm going to call her myself. Good morning, Valerie. Aaron says he couldn't get in touch with you. Are you all right?
Oh, Patricia, good morning. Thanks for your concern. I'm fine.
Valerie, Aaron was worried about you too, you know? Do you want to go shopping from now? Anyway, where are you now? Are you in your hotel room?
Don't be surprised, okay? Actually, I just arrived home.
What did you say? You mean you went back by yourself? When? How? Also, why didn't you tell me?
I didn't mean to hide it and sneak back home.
Anyway, everything is good. It's just that I wanted to go home. I'm kind of tired, so let me rest. Wait a minute, please. If you were going to leave, you should have told me that you were leaving. But anyway, at least you arrived home safely. We'll be back by nighttime too, so please take a good rest.
Are you guys going back home today too?
Come to think of it, I looked in my bag just now and found your wallet and passport in it.
I guess they somehow got mixed up when I was packing for our return trip. I'm sorry I didn't notice. I'll return it to you when you get back. Oh, but wait. Oh my God. You can't come back without your passport, can you?
What do you mean? What do you mean that my passport got into your bag? I'm quite sure that I put it in my own bag. There's no way that it's now in your bag. Does that mean that you took it out of my bag without my permission?
Are you trying to say that I stole your passport? Watch your language, Patricia. It just got mixed up in there when I realized. Isn't it because you are sloppy?
That's not possible. I had my valuables in my bag. How am I supposed to go home then?
I don't know. I don't think I can help you with that. You were ignoring my opinion during the trip and made your own decision. Why don't you think about the solution for your own problem by yourself?
Why did you do this to me? Were you planning to leave me in Florida from the beginning?
Actually, not from the beginning. But I changed my mind when I saw your true character during the trip. Come to think of it, Patricia, you weren't keen on the trip after I told you that I'll join you. A wife shouldn't let her mother-in-law know her true intentions.
It seems you were also reluctant to move in with me, right? What kind of a person are you to rebel against me after marrying my son? So, this is a discipline. It's how I express my love to you as a family. It's a whip of love. The first step is the most important so that you won't disobey me in the future. It was a good experience, wasn't it? You and Aaron should just do as I say. Now, what are you going to do? I know you are very anxious right now without your wallet and passport. This is what happens when you treat me poorly and disobey me. Now you understand, don't you?
I understand enough. I understand too much that I'm shaking.
What a good girl. By the way, are you still shaking in fear? I know you're worried if you don't have your wallet when you're on a trip. I'm sorry. I can't help you since I'm already back home. I don't know what to do.
I'm not anxious.
I'm shaking with anger. It's against common sense for you to come along on my honeymoon trip. Also, taking out the wallet and passport of someone's bag is a crime. Are you aware of that? You're so persistent. Seems that you still have the energy to rebel to me. I'm going to have a hard time from now on dealing with you. You are such a troublesome wife.
I can hardly imagine dealing in the future with someone who thinks that crime is discipline. The fact that you stole my wallet and passport is totally crime, and I will be contacting the police.
What? The police? You're calling the police for a mere family problem? You shouldn't bother. Are you out of your mind? Stop playing the victim since I'm the real victim here.
It's you who are out of your mind, Valerie. Even a child knows that if you steal from someone, you will be punished.
I didn't steal it. I'm just disciplining you.
You are not making any sense. Then we should let the police decide, shall we? I'll talk to Aaron first and then call the police. I'm so busy, so I will call you back. You should calm down and think about what you have done. I am not going to apologize since I didn't do anything wrong. Please take responsibility for what you did.
Hey, Patricia, what have you done?
I'm busy right now, Valerie. Is something wrong?
I can't stop getting calls from my relatives. They said that I'm a disgrace for what I did.
Oh, I see. Looks like the response has been unexpectedly powerful. Maybe it's because I posted on social media that you stole my wallet and passport and left me in Florida. Your relatives have the access to the social media, so they can also see it.
Oh my God, what a thing to do. Quick, delete that post and correct your mistake.
Why should I correct it? It's the truth.
I'm the one who's getting the ire of all my relatives.
Well, that's none of my business. You deserve that.
It's your business too, isn't it? Your family. You're supposed to help me.
Huh? Is this some kind of joke? Family? You came along on a trip and interrupted the newlywed couple. And then to top it off, you took my wallet and passport out of my bag. That's not something a family member would do. I'm disappointed.
You are a persistent person and also not a good listener. I'm telling you that the wallet and passport just happened to be in my bag.
You still think of it that way? I'm not going to argue with you about that now. I had a discussion with Aaron. As you can see, he is indignant. When I return back home, I'll probably have to cut ties with you.
What the hell is that? Why do I have to cut ties with Aaron? He's my sweet son.
If you who have no remorse get involved, there will be more unreasonable things happen in the future. Aaron is worried about me because of this incident. He thought it was dangerous for me to stay with you. Stealing my wallet and left me abroad without a care is too cruel for a discipline. Even though Aaron is a child of such a mother, I'm glad that he's decent. I wonder if he's just like his decent father.
It is common sense for a wife to listen to her husband and her mother-in-law. All you did annoyed me, so it's natural to discipline you, right?
Why don't you just say it directly then? You don't have to do this kind of criminal act. If you had told me about your concerns, I would have listened to you properly. In the first place, you just said that a wife is supposed to listen to her mother-in-law.
You called me old-fashioned before, didn't you? I will say exactly the same thing to you. You were married before, weren't you? You had a bad experience yourself. So now, you are doing the same thing to me? I admire you for raising your children by yourself, but there is a difference between that and this.
Maybe so, but
I'm so upset now since I have seen your true character. I never thought that you are that kind of person.
oh, I know that you're trying to impress me with your talk, but since I stole your wallet, how are you going to come back home? If you can't come back, it doesn't matter what you insinuate. It won't hurt. I still have Aaron with me.
Seems that you don't know anything.
What do you mean by that?
If you lose your wallet, as long as you have your smartphone with you, you can manage to pay for stuff by using the app and go back home safely. I guess you didn't know about that. Even if I don't have my smartphone with me, I have Aaron who'll help me. Finally, you just said it out, didn't you? You stole my wallet. I'll use this as evidence to file a theft report with the police.
Wait a minute! Are you really going to call the police? Not only you forced me to cut the cord with Aaron, but you also want to call the police? That's too much!
Too much? That's what you did to me. Go ahead. You can say whatever you want. I'm not going to listen to you anymore.
Patricia, I got a call from my son. He sounded so formal and I felt as if he were a stranger. It seems that he really intends to cut ties with me.
That's right. I won't lie to you. Did you think I was lying when I said that to you?
I didn't think you would go that far.
Aaron says he loves me and will protect me, who is his precious wife. It's too late for you to regret it now, okay? I can't forgive you.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Please forgive me. If Aaron and I are no longer family, how will I be able to live?
I don't care about that. Why don't you solve it by yourself? Serves you right.
Right now, I'm living on the money Aaron sends me every month. If we are no longer mother and son, it means that I'll lose those remittances. How can I survive?
Why don't you start to get a job to pay for your own living expenses then? The only thing that's important to you is the money. With that kind of thinking, how could you expect me to forgive such a cruel mother? I have no intention of forgiving you. Also, I think the police will be contacting you soon. I contacted the police after I returned back home and told them that my wallet was stolen. I also showed them the evidence.
What am I supposed to do? I'm in a panic because I've made Aaron upset, and now the police are coming too.
By the way, not only will you be arrested for theft, but you will also be charged with compensation.
No way!
I was left in Florida without my wallet, and I was also experiencing the mental anguish of the possibility of not being able to return home. When I contacted the police, they told me that I should also consult a lawyer. So I consulted the lawyer and found out that I can also get compensation for what you did to me. I'm looking forward to your payment. Thank you very much.
I can't afford to pay for the compensation when I can't even make a living without Aaron's remittances.
Even if you can't pay, I'll have you pay for that at all costs. You'll have to ask your lawyer how you're gonna pay. I don't think there's any way not to pay, but maybe they can give you some advice on how to find a job and pay for that.
Patricia, I'm so sorry. What I did was too much for a discipline. I apologize. Really, forgive me. I'm just a weak old lady, okay?
Weak? Stop joking, Valerie. I've never seen someone so strong like you before. So I'm not going to forgive you, no matter how hard you try. I hope you will realize in time about the consequences of what you have done to me.
I'm going to be separated from Aaron, who I worked so hard to raise. That alone is an unbelievable suffering, and you don't need to add compensation on top of it. At the very least, please, don't cut me off from the family ties.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do about it. It was Aaron who came up with the idea after he heard about what you did to me. So it doesn't make sense for you to tell me to stop cutting the cord. Please tell Aaron directly. Well, I don't think he'll withdraw his decision anyway.
That's impossible. I've raised him so carefully.
I don't know how you raised Aaron, But thank you for being completely contrary and setting a bad example for me. Aaron seems to understand that your ideas are crazy. You know what? I don't deserve this. I'm sorry about that. It's called karma. You know that? Thank you again for setting a bad example for me and Aaron this time. What goes around comes around. So please do your best to atone for your sins. Now then, I have nothing more to say to you, Valerie. Please excuse me. Valerie was arrested by the police for theft. However, since it was her first offense, she received a stern warning and was given a suspended sentence and did not face jail time. We heard about this fact from a relative, and we did not go to see her in person because we were afraid that she would get involved further and do something nasty to us. Aaron, as he had declared to me, cut off all contact with his mother, and of course, he has stopped sending money to her. My mother-in-law, who still could not give up, visited her house every day, crying and sometimes swearing at us. Even though I told her that she was disturbing the neighborhood, she refused to listen and asked me to resume sending money to her. I can never forgive her, so I turned her away. Since I was fed up with her coming to my house every day, me and Aaron decided to move into a house with better conditions than before without telling Valerie about that. We also charged her for compensation, which she had no choice but to start working part-time again to pay for that since Aaron has stopped sending money to her. I heard a rumor that my mother-in-law, who is very energetic for her age, talkative, puts her own mistakes on the shelf, and is always mean to the younger staff at her part-time job, so everyone dislikes her. I'm not a cruel person, so after Aaron cut the cord with his mother and she agreed to pay for the compensation, I deleted my social media posts about what had happened. Now that we are no longer related, me and Valerie are strangers. Since we have some money to spare from the compensation we received, we are happily planning where to go for our honeymoon, just the two of us, one more time.
Brittany, where are you now? What's wrong with you all of a sudden? Did you forget something? It's not like that. Wherever it is, it doesn't matter. Just tell me where you are. What are you mad about, calling me out of the blue? You don't need to ask me where I am because you already know. Where do you think I am now? What? What kind of quiz is this? You're on a business trip, right? And you're coming back next month. I know everything about you, Kevin. You're wrong. I was supposed to be back next month, but I'm back now. So where the heck are you? Don't waste my time. Answer me quickly. Why are you mad at me? And since you said that you're back, what happened to your job? Anyway, I'm home as usual. Don't you dare lie to me. You can't be home right now. Kevin, are you okay? I'm home. I don't trust you. I saw it with my own eyes. Saw what, Kevin? You were on a business trip and I was spending most of my time at home. Don't make me tell you what I saw. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? I don't know what you're talking about because I was at home the whole time. You're going to keep lying to me. What an actress. You're just going on your own because I was on a business trip. I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you mad because I invited my female friend to the house? Sorry I didn't tell you about that, but she's a friend I've invited before when you were around. No, that's not what I'm talking about. How long are you going to continue lying to me? I didn't do anything wrong. I don't know what you're talking about. I thought you never do anything like that. I didn't know you were that kind of person. I saw something I didn't want to see. What do you mean? Are you suspecting me of cheating on you? Yes, you did cheat on me. Now you finally admit it. I've been feeling that you were a bit suspicious lately. You were on a business trip, Kevin. How were you able to have that kind of feeling? It's not like we've been in touch that much recently. That's what makes me suspicious. You haven't contacted me and I was wondering what you were doing. Not contacting me is a sign that you're no longer in love with me. It's because you're not interested in me anymore, right? What's wrong with you all of a sudden? Are you saying that I'm hiding something from you just because I didn't contact you? You know I'm not the type to contact you often, don't you? I'm not good at doing routine things like this. Listen, why don't we just talk to each other face to face? Enough with the excuses. Get out from where you are. Wait for me. I'll tell you when I get home. Did you understand what I just told you? I'm at home. There's no way I can leave. If you want to talk, you should come home. Oh gosh, this is really troublesome. I'll send you a picture of me at home to prove that I'm not lying to you. What? What kind of quiz is this? You're on a business trip, right? I don't know what you saw, but I didn't do anything to make you suspect that I'm cheating on you. It's the busy season, so I can't even go shopping. I'm working from home all the time. Do you want me to show you my work emails for proof? Seriously? Are you really home? Don't make me say it again. If you're coming home after your business trip, please tell me as soon as possible. I have to go shop for the groceries for dinner. What do you want to have for dinner? I'm going to finish my work and go shopping. Oh, no thanks. You don't have to worry about that. Leftovers are fine. Okay then, thanks for understanding. I'll make something with what we have at home. How soon can you get home? I have to check the fridge. About 40 minutes. Hey, you're really home, right? Oh my god, you're so persistent. How many times do I have to tell you that I'm home? Well then, come home soon so I can cook dinner. You lied to me, didn't you? I knew you were a liar. I trusted you. Wait, what? What is it this time? Don't get angry all of a sudden. Of course I didn't lie to you. I have every right to be angry. I trusted you, but you cheated on me after all. And to do it on the day I returned home from a business trip, that's pretty bold of you. I can't believe I married a woman like that. I trusted you with all my heart. That's ridiculous. Why am I supposed to be cheating on you? Did you have a dream about me cheating? I have the proof here. Look at the pictures. That's you in this picture, right? You can't get away with this. Well, that's me. I look pretty in the picture, don't you think so? It was during the meeting at work. Of course I remember that. Why do you have that picture with you? That's not the point. Don't lie to me. Look at you and the guy. You two are smiling to each other. Don't tell me you have that kind of relationship with him. Let me tell you something. He's my colleague, so that's why I was smiling to him. I think everyone is supposed to be friendly with each other at workplace. Do you expect me to keep a blank expression on my face at work? That's impossible, no matter how you think about it. It's just not nice to do that. We were just having a business meeting on that day. Besides, you know what my work is, don't you? But this picture looks suspicious. Look at the distance between you and the guy. Your eyes look so flirtatious too. That's not true. You're just overreacting. If you still don't trust me, I'll give you the contact information of my colleague. Why don't you check it out with him? I have the minutes of the meeting and other things to prove it. I'm innocent. By the way, who took this picture? Did you hire a detective? What? I can't tell you that. If I told you, you'll hide the fact from me, right? Don't be ridiculous. I'll go to the police if you do something like stalking. I'm sorry, don't do that. Besides, you know who I had a meeting with at this time, don't you? He has been to our house many times for business. You also knew him. Don't you remember saying hello to him? You exchanged business cards saying that he wanted to interview you about your company. Oh, his name is Gregory, right? He was such a nice guy. Glad to hear that you remember him. Gregory knows that you're on a business trip. He was very careful not to cause any misunderstandings, so we had our meeting at the cafe. You don't have any pictures of us other than the meeting at the cafe, do you? Actually, yes. You should tell the person who took the picture not to waste energy on something so useless and misleading. Okay, I'll tell the person. I'm counting on you. I don't want you to misunderstand me. Anyway, how long is your business trip going to last? It's supposed to end next week. Understood. Good luck with that. I'll clean up the mess while I work. Thanks. That's very nice of you. Well, good luck at your work this week. I'll be waiting for you. See you then. Hey, you said you weren't cheating on me, right? For heaven's sake, why are you doubting me again? You're pissing me off. Just tell me what's going on. Don't be upset. Just answer me. Are you sure you're not having an affair? Be honest with me. I'm not lying. I've never lied to you, not even once. Why are you suspecting me for cheating on you? Come on, be honest with me. I'm getting tired of this back and forth. You're cheating on me, aren't you? No, I'm not. I'm tired of you doubting me. I'm tired of you getting upset when you suddenly suspect me of cheating on you when I haven't done anything wrong. You should think about how I feel. I happened to come back from a business trip while you were out, and when I entered my room, men's underwear that's not mine was on the floor. Huh? What are you talking about? I don't know anything about that. I can't do it anymore. Let's get a divorce. I can't believe you had an affair in our house. I can't trust you anymore. I want you out of my house right now. Wait a minute. You've been acting weird ever since your business trip. You've been so persistent that I've been cheating on you. How can you be so sure that I'm having an affair? I don't know what you're talking about. Well, I have proof here. These pants are proof. You think I'm stupid and I won't notice, so you didn't hide those properly, right? I was right to postpone my business trip. I found the proof of your affair, didn't I? Oh, you're back from your business trip again? Don't come back so often and you should do your job properly. It was worth it for me to come check on you secretly. Your behavior is too suspicious. I knew that there was something going on. I'm so tired of this. I'm really fed up. Well, that's my line. I'm on a business trip and the underwear of the guy you're having an affair with just popped inside my mind. Do you have any idea how sad I am? My wife, whom I trusted, did such things. I'm sad too since you suddenly suspected me of cheating on you. I really don't get it. Besides, aren't those underwear yours? If not, it's quite scary since it means that someone has sneaked into her house and put it in your room. They're not mine. I don't wear those lame underwears. Don't lie to me, Brittany. I'm suing you. You better keep that in mind. What are you doing? Did you call the police? Oh, the police called you too. I told them that they don't have to call you. Well, it seems that because you're my husband, they have decided to call you. Why did you call the police? Were you involved in some kind of incident? An incident? Well, I think it's an attempted incident. It was about the other day we had a fight with each other. You had a pair of pants on the floor that you didn't know were there. Oh, you've called the police for something as trivial as that? Of course, I have underwears in my house that neither you and I know about. That means someone is trespassing and could be in and out of the house, right? Of course, I must report that. We have to prevent it before it turns into an accident. You're in too much of a hurry to report it immediately. I mean, you're the one who should report it. Aren't you worried about me? I'm home alone most of the time. It's fine if you come home from a business trip and do a spot check. You should be more worried about me. I keep telling you that I'm not having an affair, so wouldn't you normally think that it might be someone trespassing? That's such a big deal. When I found a pair of men's underwear I don't know about, I think that you might be cheating on me. It could be that you're just lying to me. You're too suspicious to trust. What's wrong with you? No matter how much I say I'm not cheating on you, you keep doubting me. I'm really tired of it. That's my line. I'm the one who's tired. Speaking of which, I'm going to submit these underwear to the police. What? That's not necessary. It's a possible trespassing case. It would help them identify the culprit. Besides, I'm having the house checked. I'd be worried if I didn't have them look in every nook and cranny. You know, there's that thing on TV. You know the ones where people actually live in the attic? Don't make a big deal out of it. It's not like that. It's not impossible. That's why I'm having the police to check everything out. What are you going to do if something happens to me? If they find out anything, they'll call me, right? Well, of course they will. I want them to catch the culprit. Oh yeah, the culprit. Well, let me know when you receive some updates from the police. What? You're curious about that? Even though you think that it's the pants of the guy you think I'm having an affair with? No, well, I'm kind of curious because I'm a kind-hearted and loving husband. Well, but don't make a big deal out of it. Don't call my family or anything, especially my mom. Why shouldn't I let your mom know about this? Oh no, she'll be worried if she hears that. I don't want her to collapse from a heart attack. I see, you're very considerate of your parents. Well, maybe I'll let you know. Just let me know, okay? Hey, what happened to that thing? The police report. You didn't hear anything in particular. Oh, okay then. I knew it was the pants of the guy you were having an affair with. I'm tired of hearing that. How long are you going to play dumb with me? How long do you want me to be at fault? What are you talking about? I'm not playing games. I'm always serious. Well, okay. Let's talk later. I have something I really want to talk to you about, too. By the way, you took the liberty of going into debt again, didn't you? What do you mean by that? Did you think I didn't know about that? Don't underestimate me. I know all about it. How many times are you really going to borrow money? Don't tell me you've forgotten. I paid your last debt for you, didn't I? Thank you for your help at that time. But how did you find out about the debt? Because I received several demand letters from the credit card companies. No kidding. I didn't know that you were disposing them, so I won't find out. They arrived while you were on a business trip. Ugh, that's terrible. You took the liberty of looking at someone's mail. Just because we're a married couple, you can't just do anything you want. What you did was an invasion of privacy. No, it's not. I just happened to find it inside the trash can. Inside the trash can? Yes, I was cleaning up and accidentally scattered them. That's when I found out. I recognized it because it was the same one I had received. If you're going to hide something, hide it better. Throwing it away without even tearing it open is really stupid. You thought you could just throw it in the trash can and get rid of it, didn't you? You really are an idiot. You're not using your brain. Anyway, you don't have a credit card, do you? I wonder if you've made a new credit card without telling me. Didn't I tell you before that if you borrow money again, I'll divorce you? You broke your promise. No, I didn't. It's a misunderstanding. It's some kind of scam that happened these days. I was scammed, I think so. What? Earlier you were asking me about how I found out about your debt. Don't try to fool me, Kevin. It was sudden, so I just said it without even thinking about it. You know, sometimes you get caught off guard and talk nonsense. Then what's with all the credit card notices? They're notices about late payments, all of them in your name. But that's not my debt. My friend asked me to make a new credit card for him, but I can't seem to get the money back from him. I'm in real trouble. What? Earlier, you were asking me about how I found out about your debt. Don't try to fool me, Kevin. So your friend is going to pay this bill? Yeah, he will. I'm telling him to hurry up. I'm going to urge him today again. He's a troublemaker. I'm sorry I made a credit card without telling you. I have other things to say. I'll talk to you later. Is there something more? I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Oh, your friend told you about that. Your friend told me that I need to do something with you. I can't believe you're trying to get alimony by faking that I cheated on you in order to get out of your own debt. You really are an idiot. I've never seen such an embarrassing person ever in my life. No, it's not that. There's a reason. Your friend said that you were talking about getting alimony excitedly. You may not know this, but your friend contacted me because he was worried about me. The last time you borrowed money and this time when you faked my affair. I wonder why you couldn't come up with a much better idea. Looks like your friend doesn't you. Well, money talks. Poor Kevin, you got what you deserved. It's a misunderstanding. I don't care if it's a misunderstanding or not. It's stupefying. Well, it's a very typical idea of you. By the way, I've already prepared the divorce papers. No, please don't do that. You didn't want the divorce, but you were trying to get alimony from me? How pathetic. Well, I knew that you won't sign the divorce papers easily. That's why I've told your father about everything. Really? Your father is going to be very angry. I think you should be prepared for that. I told him that you don't trust me even though I didn't cheat on you. You keep doubting me and now you have got into debt again and you're saying that you want a divorce. Are we really getting a divorce? Is this some kind of joke? Are you punishing me? It's obvious, isn't it? I'm seriously divorcing you. You've got into debt and you also have attempted to make a false accuse on me. It's over. Enough is enough, Kevin. I don't want you to divorce me. Please forgive me, Brittany. Good for you. Now you won't get scolded by me if you get into debt again. You're free to do whatever you want. Your father said he'll make you pay the debt. Looks like he doesn't want to help you. He apologized for the trouble you have caused. You were not supposed to tell my father about this. I was really scared when I found the underwear that wasn't yours. You were on a business trip and I was all alone. What if something had happened? Well, I'm relieved to hear that it was yours. I'm sorry. Apology won't help. It's too late. I don't want to see your face ever again. I'm suing you for alimony. You're not really going to divorce me, are you? I need you, Brittany. You're just joking, right? I can't pay both the debt and alimony. I won't do it again, I swear. How many times have I told you the same thing? I've heard it so many times and I'm sick of hearing that from you. I'm not your ATM, Kevin. I'm sending your stuff home for now. Your father is not going to let you in, so good luck with the rest. What? I'm the head of the house now, so you need to get the hell out of here at your earliest convenience. Don't you dare coming back to this house. Kevin seemed to have come back in a hurry from his business trip and sent me many apologetic messages, but I ignored all of them because I had no intention of getting back together with him. In the end, he went back to his parents' house, but his father wouldn't let him in and he was furious. The divorce papers were sent to Kevin's parents' house, and Kevin's father managed to get his son sign those divorce papers, even though Kevin wasn't willing to do that. Currently, Kevin is living a life of poverty in a shabby apartment while being haunted by the pressure to pay for the debts he has gotten into an alimony.
My name is Matt. I was raised by a strict mother since childhood. I studied hard and always got excellent grades to meet my mom's expectations since she was a single parent. I graduated from a top university and got a job at a top company. From there, I worked hard and finally made it up to the manager's class. My mom, who has supported me all these years, had an unexpected car accident, hurt her leg and needed nursing care. So she had to live with me. At that time, I got married. So me, Mom, and my wife Rachel started to live together. We're having roasted chicken tonight. Roasted chicken? That's my favorite dish. I thought so. What time are you coming home? If you're late, I'll eat first. Your mother needs to go to bed early. It's bad for her if she's up late, right? Well, maybe around 8. You can have Mom eat first. What about you, Rachel? I don't want to eat with her. It's not fun to talk with her. I'll eat with you. I'll be starving, so come home early. Okay, I'll try my best. It's not that I'm asking you guys to be close, but when I'm not around, look after Mom. I know it's hard for her to do it by herself. It's your job. If she needs help, hire a caregiver. I can't help her. We can't afford it. You don't have to do anything. But talk with her or at least be careful from accidents. I know. Thank you. I'll be home as soon as I can. Things were going well with me like this. But I guess she didn't like the idea of living with her mother-in-law after we just got married. She didn't seem to have a good impression of my mom, but there was no problem with her, so I didn't mind. Sorry, I have to work late again today. I can't finish my work. Maybe I'll stay overnight at my coworker's place. He lives near the office. Is that okay? I don't think that's a good idea. It's disturbing. Can't you catch the last train? You won't be home today? Yeah, I'm sorry. I probably won't make it. I thought about taking a cab, but he told me to stay at his place. I have to get back to work early tomorrow, so I'll probably stay there. So you can sleep whenever you want, okay? That's fine, but wait a minute. What happens if your mother wants to go to the bathroom? I don't want to get up if she calls me in the middle of the night. I mean, it's so dirty. I can't do it. I can't. No way. I'm sorry, Rachel, but can I ask you to do it? I'm too busy with work too. I can't do everything. Even if you ask me to do it, I can't. Why should I take care of her? I won't. I'm not her blood relative, so why should I? Please, I really can't take care of her today. You know she can't go to the bathroom by herself at night, but she can't stand it. Then she can wear a diaper, right? Adult diapers, there you go. She's a grown-up. She should take care of herself. How long is she gonna keep you near her? Plus, she's making a wife take care of her. You don't have to be so rude. Then I'll take a cab home. I'll take care of her. I'm going back to work now. I've been working a lot overtime lately. I feel bad that I'm coming home late and late every day, but I'm exhausted. Even though I'm tired, Rachel didn't take care of her. I didn't feel good about it. Of course, she's my own mother, and I was going to take care of her myself. But I felt a little angry because it felt like she was making fun of all of the people who need care. I want to talk to you about something today. I'll be working overtime from tomorrow, so I'm planning to tell you today. What do you want to talk about? Don't say at the last minute, I'm going out tonight. You said you weren't working late, so I made plans. What? You're going out? You didn't tell me. Do I have to tell you? When you get home, you're with your mother all the time. It doesn't matter if I'm not there. I need a break. So I'm busy today. If there's something going on, can't you tell me now? It's your lunch break, right? You want me to text you about that? It's pretty important. Why not text? I have things to do too, so hurry up. Okay, fine. I heard you're making Mom clean the house. Can't you see she needs care? You can't force her to work too hard. What if it gets any worse? Her brain is normal, so she'll be fine. She can at least clean even though her legs are bad. Look, wouldn't it be better for her to exercise than to stay calm? She can wash dishes and cook if she uses the counter chair. Those chairs are tall, right? How can you be so ruthless? You should take better care of her. You can do the housework too. Why do you keep putting it on her? Wait a minute. Who lives in the house? You earn the money. Then what about me and your mother? Why do you have to do all the housework? Shouldn't your mother do it too? I don't make her do everything. We share the work. She can't just eat and sleep for free. Can't you see that she needs care? I feel bad for you, Rachel. That's why I buy you what you want and give you allowance. That's not the problem. The problem is how she lives. I just don't like when she doesn't do anything at home. Then do you want me to make her stay in her room? Would that be better? What about laundry? What about the dishes? You want me to do it? You're not solving the problem. I'll do Mom's part. You can leave them. Now, okay? I don't want you to make her do anything anymore. I don't want to push her. I won't complain if you do them. I'll leave them then. I didn't expect Rachel to have this kind of feeling towards my mom. I was honestly surprised because I never imagined. But I guess it can't be helped. I work overtime every day and can't help Rachel. And even if I could go home early, all I do is to take care of my mom. I guess a wife and mother-in-law are like oil and water. I regretted myself and decided to go on a trip somewhere after the busy season. Good news! I'm coming home a little early today. Actually, I'm planning something. I'll tell you when I get home. Don't be surprised, okay? Oh, what is it? Tell me now. You have to take care of your mother again. You'll be busy, right? Actually, I'm planning a family vacation. Maybe next month we can go to Hawaii. Really? What's up all of a sudden? It's not as sudden. I just want to have fun together once in a while. Maybe that's a good idea. Well, let's talk about it again when you're less busy. Yay, I'm excited. Me too. Rachel seemed to be happy about it. I was happy that we could finally get our marriage back on track. And I quickly finished work that day and went home. It had been a while since I had a face-to-face talk with Rachel. I went to work the next day in a good mood, and then I got a call from my boss. I'm sorry, Matt, but you're going on a business trip next month. I'll send you the details by email. Business trip? Maybe for a week. I know you were planning for a family trip. I'm sorry. Family trip? What are you talking about? Did I tell you? No, it's just a guess. A guess that you're going on a trip. Ha ha ha. You know it's a vacation season. You were free next month, so I thought maybe you're going on a family vacation. Isn't that what everyone does? Right. But if it's a business trip, it can't be helped. I wondered why my boss mentioned about family trip, but I was more worried about my mom. Would she be able to stay home alone with Rachel during the business trip? But I had to go on a business trip. I had no choice but to try to persuade her. Actually, I'm busy at work, and I'll be late again today. And there's one thing I hate to say, but I have to tell you. What's wrong? I've got a sudden business trip next month. Oh, that's too bad. Let's go on a trip next time. And I was wondering if you could take care of my mom during that time. I'm really sorry, but you're the only one I can count on. I can't do anything while I'm on a business trip. I understand. I'll take care of her while you're away. Really? That's my honey. That helps a lot. Thank you. I was quite happy that she accepted my offer so easily. But I felt strange. She hated her so much, but she accepted so easily. But I didn't have time to think about it. And the day of the business trip came in no time. I went on a business trip. I'm gonna have dinner with your mother. I'm doing great, right? Thanks for taking care of my mom. I'm glad you're kind of enjoying. I'm sorry for leaving it to you. I'm gonna buy you some souvenirs, so please wait for me. I received a picture with my mom and Rachel for a week like this. So I was able to concentrate on my work. I was relieved that she was doing well. When I got home, I thanked Rachel and gave her a souvenir. We talked for a while since she was in a good mood, and then I went to see my mom. Rachel said she was going to bed. I was planning to talk to my mom for a while, but she told me an unexpected fact. I never thought that such a thing was possible. To confirm the truth, I decided to wait until the next daytime by being nervous. What are you doing? What do you mean? I'm at home. I don't have anywhere else to go. Are you sure? You think I'm lying? Well, what's going on all of a sudden? You're at home? Yeah, it may be true, but it's my boss's home, right? Huh? What are you talking about? Don't say something impossible. You're cheating on me. You don't have to hide it anymore. And you've been cheating on me all the time while I was away. You even promised to meet him at his house at this time today. You two are so gross. Hey, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying, right? I know all about your affairs. I'm not cheating on you. Oh well, if you're insisting like that, why don't you send me a picture of where you are right now? Fine, you're so skeptical. You're so prepared. I didn't expect you to have prepared all this. Wow. Then what's this? Real-time footage of our house. What the hell is this? It's a robot that watches over you. You don't know? I bought it because you wouldn't take care of Mom. It takes pictures from the robot's eyes. And by the way, it's got great audio. This is voyeurism. It's an invasion of privacy. I bought it for Mom. I didn't expect I'd know something more. And it just happened that I caught you cheating. You didn't think I'd find out, did you? I work late a lot, so. If you could meet him at home, you'd have an alibi. You could have cheated on me all you wanted. I thought it was strange because you hated Mom, but you accepted to take care of her so easily. And my boss mentioned about the family vacation even though I didn't tell him. It's not my fault. He asked me to stay with him. I couldn't say no. It's true. I'm sorry. You don't know how long that robot has been there? 6 months ago. The affair started 3 months ago, right? It's all recorded. You called him from your side every day, huh? That guy asked you out? You were talking in a very good mood. By the way, my mom told me all this. I don't know if you underestimated her because she needed care, but she only has bad legs. Everything else is fine. And yet, if you were cheating on me at home every day, I'd find out. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I missed you. I won't do it again. Forgive me. I only have you. Getting divorced. I've made up my mind. I don't want to be with you anymore. And by the way, there will be punitive damages since you harassed her. Be prepared. I won't back down. Wait a minute. I don't have the money for that. I don't work. You know that. How am I going to pay for it? Why don't you get your partner pay for it? I'm sure he's a very well-paid executive. So why don't you discuss that with him? Rachel was saying something more, but I stopped talking to her. While she was gone, I had a moving company move all our belongings. She kept calling me during that time, but I ignored all of them. After that, I filed a claim for punitive damages through a lawyer. And as a final touch, I sent photos of the affair to all the employees' computers in the company. The rumors spread all over, and all the women hated the boss. Of course, he was relegated because of the affair, and his annual salary dropped drastically. By the way, it seems that they got married right after my divorce was finalized, and they are now busy paying the punitive damages together. I'm glad we got divorced. I guess the person who lives life wisely wins.
Cassandra, I need you to bring me some clothes to change and some novels for me to read. When can you come next?
What? I just went to visit you the other day, didn't I? You should have asked for those at that time. I don't have time to visit you multiple times. Unlike you, I'm busy. I have to do housework and I have to go out with people at work too. And the hospital where you're hospitalized is in the next city, so it's far away. It's such a waste of time. Besides, I've been busy with your hospitalization procedures and such. So please let me take a rest. I'm exhausted, Thomas.
Come on. I broke my arm in a car accident, honey. Can you at least be a little considerate? You're my wife, so you should at least come to visit me once in a while.
I visited you. I brought you everything you needed the other day. It was really heavy and I had a hard time. Besides, you can borrow clothes to change from the hospital, right? Why do I have to bring you some clothes from home? You should just shut up and put on your hospital gown.
Well, you have a point there. I'm going to be in the hospital for a while, so I feel more comfortable when I wear clothes I usually wear.
Don't be so selfish. You're a grown-up, right? You can do what you can in the hospital by yourself. Don't be so naive as to expect me to come visit you every time. What are you going to do if I collapse from fatigue? In the first place, you are capable to do everything by yourself. It was always easy for you, wasn't it? Oh, and if you can't do something, ask the nurse to do it for you.
That was before I got hospitalized. I can't move my arms, so there are a lot of things I can't do. So why don't you at least support me while I'm in the hospital? If you think I'm lying, come visit me. I'll show you how hard it is.
Geez, okay then. I'm too busy to visit you, but I'll deliver your stuff to you by courier service. You won't have anything to complain now, will you? I'll make sure to deliver all of them. So will you inform me again about those stuff you need?
You know, you've changed a lot since a while ago. Seems that you don't love me anymore. You didn't come to see me right away when I was involved in a car accident, and you never tried to come to visit me yourself either. It's like you just had to do it because you were asked to. If you were the same person I know, you would have been a little more concerned about me. There's no way you would have said that you'll deliver my stuff by courier service.
That's not true. I'm worried about you. But I don't think that rushing to you right away after the accident or visiting you every day at the hospital will make you get better right away. It's the doctors who are going to fix you, not me.
Well, I know that I won't get better right away just because you come to see me. But if you were the same old you, I think you would have been more worried about me unconditionally. I've been feeling that you've become cold lately, but I feel it more now that I'm hospitalized. Why are you treating me coldly? If I did something wrong, please tell me. If you don't tell me, I won't know how to improve myself. I've been trying to give you as much freedom as possible so that you don't get stressed out.
Are you really bored in the hospital? Will you stop complaining like that? It's making me feel upset. Please find another way to spend your free time.
It's not like that, but it's true, isn't it? It's just that things have changed and you weren't the same person I know anymore. I feel lonely somehow.
Things like that change with time. We've been married for 3 years. Most married couple will change after spending several years together. It's normal. We're not the lovey-dovey high school lovers anymore, so give me a break.
Of course, it may be normal for a married couple to change their attitudes, but don't you want to be a married couple who continues to love each other?
Yeah, whatever. Oh, by the way, I'm going on a trip next week, so I won't be able to reply as often as I'm supposed to. That's why please don't disturb me with your nonsense blabbering.
A trip? For heaven's sake, I'm hospitalized, Cassandra. I didn't know that you're going on a trip.
Well, that's because I just told you.
Well, it's perfectly fine to go on a trip, but please think about the timing.
You're really annoying. My timing is perfect. You just have a broken arm, right? Things won't change with or without me. You're just overreacting. It's just a little pain on the arm.
I can't leave the hospital anyway. We are a married couple, so at least tell me who you're traveling with and where.
You're such a pain in the ass. Do I have to tell you everything? Hawaii! I'm going with my coworkers, that's all. Satisfied now?
Colleagues? Do you have any colleagues at work that you get along well with? In addition, you're going to Hawaii? Wait a sec. Are you telling me that you're going with a guy?
How rude of you! Of course I'm not going with a guy. I have someone whom I get along well with at work. Anyway, I'm going to Hawaii with that person. Can we end our conversation here? I have some errands to run.
Robin, long time no see.
Hey Thomas, long time no see. I heard that you're in the hospital now. What happened?
I was involved in a car accident. Nothing serious, but I'm crippled for a while. By the way, Robin, you're in the same department as Cassandra, right?
Oh, your wife? That's right.
Cassandra said that she's going to Hawaii with her colleagues. She didn't clearly say who she was going with. The atmosphere was different from usual, so I thought I'd see if I could figure it out. A love affair trip to Hawaii? Oh, come on, stop joking, dude. But if she's really going, I have a feeling that she will probably go with James. You know James, don't you? We were together in the previous department, remember? James? No way. Have you heard something fishy about my wife and James? Well, it's been rumored that Cassandra and James get along really well, and they're both taking a vacation leave next week. Somehow, I feel even more uncomfortable after hearing your story. I see. Thanks for letting me know. No problem. I think you should take a rest and stop thinking about unnecessary things since you're still in the hospital. Good day, Thomas. Good day to you too, James. You look tired than usual. Are you busy with work? I spend most of my time sleeping nowadays. How's your broken arm, Thomas? Well, I don't think it's a big deal. It seems I can move my arm as I want now, thanks to the rehabilitation. Glad to hear that. As I told you before, I'm quitting the company next month and going back to my parents' house. Thank you for your help. I'm calling to inform you about that. I see. I can't believe your father suddenly got sick. I'm really sorry to hear that and wish you and your family all the best. Thank you, Thomas. You too. Please don't force yourself too hard. Can I ask you one thing? My wife seems to be having an affair with her colleague. Adultery? That's surprising. How did you know she was having an affair? Did she say something about it, or did you hear about it from someone else? I was in the hospital, and she said she was going on a trip to Hawaii with her colleague. When I suspected her, she tried to end the conversation right away, so I decided to ask another colleague of mine. Then my colleague told me that he knows the person my wife has an affair with. There's no smoke without fire, right? No way. Maybe it's just a rumor and you shouldn't bother about that. I want to think that it's a lie too, but if it's true, I'm going to file for alimony against my wife and her lover. I have plenty of time. Oh, sorry that I brought this topic out of the blue. I am so surprised that I've lost my words, but you're in the hospital and I thought it would be hard for you to gather evidence. Well, I'll figure something out. Even in the hospital, you can gather more information than you think, you know. Insurance money from the accident and settlement money will also come in. Oh, okay then. But please, take care of yourself. Thomas, Your wife died in an accident. Huh? What are you talking about? Cassandra is supposed to be in Hawaii right now. You may not believe it because it's so sudden, but the police told me earlier at the company that she died on a trip. Is it true? What? Are you talking about the police in Hawaii? Lying is not good. If you're joking, you have a very bad sense of humor. I heard she was involved in a car accident in Hawaii. It looks like your wife's bag was found at the scene, and that's how they identified her. Wait a minute. I'm totally confused here. Are you really sure about that? I know. I can understand that it's confusing. One question I have is why haven't the police contacted me? Normally, if it's an accident overseas, the embassy would contact me or something. I wonder why I haven't received any call yet. I don't know why, but maybe you're in the hospital. I haven't heard anything from my wife's parents either. Isn't that strange? My wife's family should have contacted me if something happened to Cassandra. Which police department called you? I just heard about it from another colleague. I wonder which department made a call. Speaking of which, what are you doing at the office? Didn't you say that you were going to quit so you could use your paid leaves? That's right. It just happened since the paperwork was incomplete. Anyway, it's true that your wife passed away. How can you be so sure? They haven't even found her body yet, have they? How can the police declare that the person is dead just because her belongings were found at the scene? I don't know the details. Well, you didn't make the call, did you? Who at the company told you that? I'll check, so let me know. I'm sorry, I don't remember since I was so shocked. You must be pretty upset that you can't even remember the faces of the people you worked with. I see. Well, I'll ask the section chief then. If that's true, the section chief would have heard about it as expected. You don't have to go that far. You're still in the hospital, so I'll do some more research on behalf of you. That's enough. You're lying, aren't you? Why should I lie to you? I've been working with you for 2 years. I know your habits. You used to say that when you tried to hide your mistakes at work. If you don't know, you always say vague things that you don't remember. You are too obvious. Really? I don't remember that at all. Look, you're using the same words again. Could it be that you're Cassandra's lover? No way! I'm not having an affair with your wife. Well, if you ask the company or the police, they'll know right away. If you want, I can call the embassy to find out more about the details. If you're not doing anything wrong, why would you lie to me by telling me this story of yours? Since you're ignoring me, I'm sure that you were lying to me.
What have you done, Thomas? I can't believe you sent pictures of the affair and stuff to my parents. Why do you even involve my parents in this kind of private matters? It's disgusting that you would do such a thing. Why don't you just tell me directly?
Pictures of the affair? So you admitted it? I'm convinced now that you were having an affair. Thanks for the obvious response.
No, I didn't.
That's enough. Excuses are a waste of time. James, right? I had my lawyer to do the further research, so I know all about it. I've been contacted by the embassy too. They said there's no evidence of you leaving this country, and there's no evidence of any American who got involved in a traffic accident in Hawaii. What did you do then?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter, Cassandra. You faked it because you didn't want to pay for the alimony. You almost got caught by me, so you think you can just pretend you're dead before I find out? That's foolish. I'm really tired of your way of thinking. There's no way you can pretend you're dead. You're very immature.
It's your fault. If you hadn't insisted on asking, none of this would have happened. You wouldn't have even noticed. That's why I had to make up a cover. I had no choice, and I didn't want to go that far either.
Well, you better stop living with your head buried in the sand. It's not even a cover. That's just a joke.
Then you're even dumber for choosing a woman like me. Just by being a little nice to you, you fell in love with me right away. I can still remember that delirious look on your face. Seriously, it's just so ridiculous. I only married you because you have a high income. You're an idiot for not realizing it. I don't love you even a bit. When I heard you were involved in a car accident, I wanted to divorce you right away. You're just a burden to me if you can't make any money by working.
You're right. I'm really feeling like I didn't look more carefully when we were still dating. I'm mad at myself. But I didn't expect that you were having an affair with a colleague. It's a blessing in disguise. I'm so glad it was before we have kids.
I would never have kids with you. Unlike James, you're ugly. I'm worried about the face of our child. I decided that if I wanted to have a child, it would definitely be James' DNA.
You're such a horrible woman. Well, it's easy to get alimony, and I'm glad that I've got this much evidence.
I'm basically honest, you know. By the way, about the alimony, I'll pay it. But can you please tell my parents that I didn't have any love affair? They're so angry that they won't even listen to me anymore. I'm afraid they'll cut off ties with me, and I don't want that to happen.
I'm glad your parents are decent, unlike you. But I'm not going to lie to them, and you're going to pay for the alimony. You just want your parents to pay for you, right? That's stupid and selfish. You need to clean the mess you've created by yourself.
I have the money with me, so don't worry about that.
Really? I'm happy to hear that. Since you seem to be counting on it, I'll tell you something. I haven't applied for the accident settlement and the insurance money yet, so they won't be transferred to my account.
You're lying.
I knew you were counting on it. You're really too obvious. Don't think that just because I'm in the hospital I can't do anything. I've been consulting my lawyer, had the credit bureau check on behalf of me out for the last few days. I was surprised when I found out that you're living in a luxury apartment now.
Why are you doing this to me? I won't be able to make a living.
Why don't you ask James to support you? I wonder how much money he's making. You are really stupid to live on the insurance money and settlement money from my accident.
Yes, and there's also the division of property.
Property division? My savings from when I was single won't be divided to you.
What? You have some savings after we got married too, right?
What are you talking about? I wish I had. You're the one who spent all our savings after we got married.
Stop joking, Thomas.
Well, after the divorce proceedings are over, I'm going to ask for alimony from both of you and James.
How am I supposed to make a living?
Ask that to the handsome James, will you? I won't be your husband anymore soon. If you have a future with James, then you'll be fine.
Actually, James doesn't have any savings either.
Well, I guess so. He likes to gamble. Aren't you two a good match? He has the same level of intelligence with you. So, can you talk to a lawyer about the rest? It's none of my business anymore.
Wait a minute. We lived together for 3 years. You could have compromised a little more. You have feelings for me, don't you? Where's your compassion?
Compassion? How can you say that? If you had been a little nicer to me when I was in the hospital after the car accident, I might have. I've lost all my feelings for you. Well, I have no more regrets. So just sign the divorce papers and pay for the alimony. Thomas, can I talk to you? I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to do such things. How dare you contact me? Don't think that I'll forgive you just because you apologized to me. I'm really sorry. I won't do the same mistake ever again. I admit that I had an affair with your wife, so can you somehow reduce the amount of my compensation? Is that the attitude of someone who is remorseful? There is no such thing as a reduction. Didn't your lawyer tell you that I had no intention to reduce the amount? I heard about that, but I thought if I talked to you directly, I could at least get a little discount or something like that. Please be nice to me, just like what you did before. Are you stupid? There's no way I'm going to be nice to you. Take full responsibility for what you've done. Why should I be nice to someone who had an affair with my wife? Besides, a contents certified letter was sent to my parents' house, and my father fell ill because of the shock. That's your fault for having an affair. I'm sorry to hear that. And your father wasn't ill, so he's not in bad shape, right? Another lie. Your father called my lawyer to apologize. What a good person your dad is. I asked him about his health, and he said he was in good condition. Lying again? I wonder how you could lie so easily like that. I'll tell you my true feelings, so please consider reducing the amount. I don't want to be together with Cassandra anymore. I want you to help me. Before we lived together, she was kind to me in many ways, but now she doesn't even do the housework. She also wastes a lot of money. I'm surprised that she suddenly changed so drastically. I have to pay for the apartment too, and I'm going crazy. You finally realize it. That's the kind of woman she is. Well, I didn't notice that for 3 years. Good for you for finding out so quickly. You're very determined, which is really surprising to me. It's not good at all. When I tried to go back to my parents' house, my father was furious with me, so I'm still living with Cassandra. Well, I'm really grateful that you two jerks got together. I'm glad that I'm free like a bird, as you can see. I'm sure Cassandra will hang on to you until she finds her next guy, so good luck with that. I'll do anything, so can you give me a break this time? I'm really sorry. I will give Cassandra back to you. There's no way I'll forgive you. I don't want you to return Cassandra to me. You're the one who should do something about it. Live with her for the rest of your life and be happy with her. You two scumbags make a great couple. Oh, and make sure you pay the alimony, okay? I'm going to charge you for it. James and Cassandra paid me the alimony for the affair. They both admitted the affair, so it seems they couldn't escape paying. I contacted the embassy to confirm the truth, and they found out that James was lying. In the end, James was scolded by the embassy. At that time, he again tried to lie for his own sake and got his boss at work and his parents involved. Now it seems that he has no place to belong in the company. It is frustrating that I could not notice these two idiots until now, but I'm relieved that I have managed to put an end to this. I'm now able to move my arm as I went through rehabilitation. It is still inconvenient for me to work hard, but the company is understanding and I'm gradually returning to work. I was shocked when I decided to divorce Cassandra, but I'm glad that I left her before she started spending all of my precious money. I don't want to live my life being taken advantage of any longer. When I think about it, James, who took Cassandra away from me, may have saved my life in a certain way. From now on, I hope that my arm will recover as soon as possible so I can enjoy my hobbies for a while and live a leisurely life, hoping to meet someone new sooner or later.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!